gem in south central Wisconsin. Today I'm at Lake Redstone. The falls you see behind me are not naturally occurring. Lake Redstone is a reservoir created in 1964, and what you're looking at is the spillway. I'm here on a random weeknight in July, and there's absolutely nobody here at this little swimming hole. Now I'd love to test the waters and go for a dip, however, my kayak is waiting for me and I've got a lake to paddle. Here I am on Lake Redstone. I can't imagine why they call it that. Lake Redstone is only a 650-acre lake, yet it manages to have 17 miles of shoreline. Lots of little fingers to explore on this lake. Just launching at 6:30 on a weeknight. I won't have time to explore every little nook and cranny, but I'll certainly have enough time to go up and down the main channel. When I check out a new area, I like to do a little bit of research and at least know what I'm getting into, or at least have a little bit of knowledge about the history. But I honestly, other than knowing how long it's been here, what year it was created, I don't know the first thing about Redstone Lake. Every lake has one. And I think I've discovered Lake Redstone's party corner. If you come to Lake Redstone and you want to see the falls, they're a very short walk from the parking lot at the beach end at the county park. I thought I was going to launch from the county park, but it's a little bit more of a walk from my vehicle than I would prefer. Downhill before I paddle would be easy, but I didn't want to face that incline after being tired of paddling for 2 or 3 hours. So I got back in my vehicle and I drove to kind of like the northwest shore off of Section 11 Road. There's a very nice boat launch for power boats there. I think I was supposed to pay a launch fee, but you know, it was one of those gray areas. We'll see if I have a ticket on my car when I'm done. Look, a fellow Chicagoan. Although it looks like most of the shore here is residential, it's not ridiculously residential, as in it's not touristy. These look like folks that live here year-round. It certainly isn't touristy if I've never heard of this place before. It feels very Northwoodsy around here. Interesting little cove. If I had a tiny little kayak, I'd be able to go all the way back here, but I've got the big dog today. guess it's deep enough here for a diving board. It was a really pretty drive to Laval. It's interesting to see how the topography changes in just an hour or so drive. The rolling hills and the bluffs are more than you would see even just an hour southeast of here. Percent of the time, I am a solo paddler. But the rare occasion that I drag a friend along with, we often joke that it's our therapy. There's something about paddling a kayak that just makes conversations, maybe even difficult conversations, really easy. Maybe I'm one of those people that attract others, that expose their skeletons within moments of meeting them. I've had some people tell me some really interesting dirt while we're out paddling. About 2 months ago, I encountered another paddler, and all it took was me saying, "Nice boat." 5 minutes later, I know this man's ex-wife has bipolar disorder, and his 20-year-old daughter does as well. His most recent girlfriend didn't get along with the daughter, just really didn't quite get her. This is a man I've never met in my life. It's the paddle. Paddle brings out the chatter. I don't know. I've managed to paddle all the way to the south side of the lake, and this is the public beach where I first parked to walk over to the falls. I can hear the falls from here. 8 o'clock on a weeknight and nobody's at the beach. That's cool. Not only have I never heard of Lake Redstone until a couple of weeks ago, but I sure would never have been able to find this place if it weren't for GPS. I paddle almost every day in the summer, weather permitting. But about once every week or so, I like to do something like this. Do something a little bit off the beaten path, somewhere I haven't paddled in a long time, or somewhere completely new like this. I'm having a lot of fun documenting my journeys, and I'm glad you like coming along with me. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my next adventures. I never know where the water is going to call me next. Look what's behind me. Hey, buddy. Just a harmless lady in a red kayak. That was pretty cool. When I first launched here 2.5 hours ago, my first impression was, it just looks like any other residential recreational lake. But as I made my way farther south by the falls, when I first saw the lake, totally made it worth the trip. And that right there, that was the icing on the cake. So it's beautiful here, and sorry, Lake Sinisippi, but I think this is where I want my lake house now.